Hauser tries to pick it up. He's got to throw it up at the horn. And it goes! It goes! It goes, baby! A three-pointer! A three-pointer! The Dogs have won it!
The following is a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. This is where the Dogs play.
Shakes and bakes, drives. High kiss off the glass. Blocked at the rim. Oh, nasty block.
You got to be at your very best every night.
Driving one-handed. Pulls up for a three at the horn. Oh, yeah! And a two-handed monster dunk down the lane. Alley-oop. Oh, yeah!
Welcome to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Now to courtside along with Chuck Dowdle. Here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Hi again, everyone, and welcome to another afternoon of Georgia Bulldogs basketball. It is day 2 of the Cayman Islands Classic here on Grand Cayman Island, and Georgia has advanced to the winner's bracket after defeating Illinois State in the Dogs opener on Monday, 80-68. So Georgia will face the 16th-ranked Clemson Tigers in the semifinal round this afternoon, after the Tigers held off Akron 72-69 in their opener on Monday. The winner of the Georgia-Clemson matchup will advance to the championship game tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern Time. This will be the 82nd time for the Dogs and the Tigers to battle on the hardwood and the 7th time at a neutral site. Our courtside countdown show from the Cayman Islands Classic is brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. We'll return to the Cayman Islands Classic right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. All right, we're almost set for tip, Georgia and Clemson, as the players come off the floor and go back to their bench, and handshakes all around. Our officials today will be Pat Adams, John Higgins, and Ron Groover. Now, Pat was one of our officials at the game in Temple up in Philadelphia, and Ron Groover officiated the game yesterday for the Bulldogs. But more on that in a moment. So right now it's time for our keys to the game, presented by Ford. Elevate your game with a new Ford F-150, the official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. All right, Chuck, give us our keys to the game.
All right, here we go. First off, Scott, we need to keep our momentum. Definitely need to keep that. Look for cuts in the lane today. Clemson likes to play a shell offense. So if we keep our heads up, watch for the open space in the lane. There should be plenty of that. Make those quick cuts and get the passes. We ought to be able to do some damage there. Keep in mind now, defensively, Clemson likes to, their offense, our defense, Clemson likes to play a rhythm offense. They like to do everything in rhythm. We need to disrupt that rhythm today with our defense, keep our hands active on the ball at all times, and then keep our free throw advantage. How about this? Through 4 games, Scott, we've made a total of 85 free throws. Our opponents in 4 games have taken, not made, a total of 47 free throws. So we've made 85 while our opponents have only taken 47. So keep our free throw advantage. And finally, we need to use that 7-point possession play again.
Yeah, I like that.
That worked really well yesterday. And that had Illinois State buried there in about the first 3 minutes of the game with 1 possession, resulting in 7 points on the scoreboard for Georgia. That was excellent yesterday. I say we re-employ it today.
All right, Chuck, thank you very much. Your note about the free throws, Clemson is one of those teams, too, that relies on getting to the line frequently, and they have dominated their opposition in getting to the free throw line as well. So this could be a really, really physical game today, and both teams battling and being aggressive and working a lot in the paint area.
One of the matchups you want to watch is Ogbeady against Thomas. You know, they're about identical in size. Thomas at 6'9", 245, and Derek is about 6'8.5", maybe even 6'9", and about that same weight, maybe just a Big Mac or 2 bigger.
You better say Whopper here on the island.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they're everywhere.
Burger Kings are all over the place. All right, today's tip-off is brought to you by Northside Hospital Atlanta. And Clemson will be in hideous orange as they take the floor. The Dogs are going to be in their home white uniforms. And it's Fagan and Turtle Jackson, Ogbeade, Hammonds, and Claxton. And for Clemson, it'll be Elijah Thomas in the center circle to jump against Claxton, 6'9" against 6'11". And then David Scarra, Shelton Mitchell, Marquise Reed, and Amir Sims. John Higgins with the ball in his hand. There's the toss and the tip. Tap is won by Clemson as Thomas gets a fingertip on it to tap it to a teammate. And we're underway. Clemson will have the ball again in orange, all in orange. And we'll be working from left to right as we watch it from adjacent to our broadcast seat next to the Georgia bench. Cayman Islands Classic, John Gray Gymnasium. Mitchell, three-pointer right corner for Clemson is good, and that's the way this one starts. You're right, down the lane, layup, reverse, won't go, rolls over the iron, rebound Claxton. Nicholas lobs it up ahead to Hammonds on the right wing in front court. They go to Ogbede down on the right block. He puts it on the floor, baseline spin, throws up a wild jump hook, no good, rebound.
Too far away.
Yeah, indeed, pulled down by Sims for Clemson. Long pass down the floor, they attack inside with Thomas. He scores on a layup, and then he flexes on the baseline.
Well,
and
Derek,
a foul on the play as well.
Derek, because he took that shot off the baseline and out of position on the offensive end, which did not go. He was late getting back on defense, tried to get underneath on his man.
He won't go. Tap in by Scarra won't go either. Dogs get the rebound with Hammonds.
They didn't block Scarra off the boards. They were lucky he didn't tap it in. He got a good running look at it.
Dogs looking for their first points of the afternoon. It's 5-0 Tigers. Ogbede has it. Right elbow across left wing to Claxton. Going to spin into the lane, shoot with the left hand, knock down the two in the paint. Claxton with our first points of the afternoon, and it's 5-2. Clemson with the lead and the ball.
Really ill-advised shots here. They don't even look good.
Looks like he's rushing it a lot. He's coming out of that spin move on the turn and shoot. And he's not really even getting a good look at the basket. Here's Thomas going to tuck it and drive through the lane from right to left and lay it up from the left side. Good. 15.5 minutes to play, opening half. Here in the Cayman Islands Classic. Marquise Reed dribbles against Hightower. Short bounce pass to Thomas. Down low against Ngumeze. Jump hook good by the big guy.
Well, that's schooling a freshman right there. That's serious experience. He knew exactly what he wanted to do over the young freshman and went right at him.
Thomas, a senior transfer, are the guards along with Hightower, and then Claxton and Ngumeze. That's our five on the floor. We're down 6 with the ball, front court left. 16 to shoot. Crump going to drive on the baseline right. Kick out Fagan for a 3 left wing. Good! Ty Fagan with the first 3 of the ball game. That's brought to you by Scana Energy.
That shot, that 3 has been there for the Dogs. They've just chosen not to take it up to this point. They've been working it down inside. Now they've got Crump in the game. Fagan just hit one. Let's see if they start to take that outside jumper.
Second 3 of the season for the freshman Ty Fagan. Clemson with the ball. 9-6, they lead. Tigers kick out to Reed, top of the key. Swing it right side for a 3 by, that was Clyde Trapp, 6'4" sophomore guard from Eastover, South Carolina. Hits a 3 in front of the Dogs bench. That's all he had yesterday against Akron. Long, deep 3 by the Dogs. Is that Crump or Hightower?
That was Hightower.
Now it's 12-9. Right wing, that's no good. That draws iron. Rebound to the Tigers. Dogs not getting many second chances. Reed loses the handle on the ball. Picked up by Crump. Crump and Claxton. 3-on-1, and Crump will take it himself and drive down the lane and lay it up from the right side of the rim.
Almost drew the foul. Tried to use his body to see if he couldn't get the 2 and the 1. Just didn't quite get the contact that he was looking for, but that's okay. Dogs within 1.
Timeline to Hightower, over to Claxton, left edge of the lane. The big guy attacks. High off the glass, no iron, and no rebound for the Dogs. Clemson gets the carom and will take it up right into the floor. And a drive after hesitating on the wing by Trapp. He just drove right to the basket and laid it up underneath. Good.
Dogs unable to get any offensive boards. Clemson, you just see all orange jerseys around them.
Straightaway 3, Reed comes down and pops it good. Marquise Reed, third 3 of the half for the Tigers, and they push the lead up to 6, 17-11. Turnovers in 31 minutes of play yesterday. 17-11, Clemson leading Georgia by 6, largest lead of the half as we approach 10 minutes to go. Trapp with the ball over to Scarra for a long 3, banked it in from the left wing.
And even he's surprised.
Fourth 3 of the half for the Tigers. The lead grows to 9, 20-11. Dogs possession. Harris holds it on the right wing. Straight away to Crump. Long, deep three. Good straight away. Tyree for three. Look at him bobbing his head. That's a scan of energy three, Tyree, and you know it.
He is so much better with the catch and shoot three than off the dribble.
20-14. Dogs down by 6. Tigers ball. New layup attempt. Spins off the left side of the rim. Rebound Ogbede. Georgia flies up the floor with Toppin over to Hammonds on the baseline. Defense covers him up to Ogbede. Give and go back to Hammonds. Lay in good. And a foul on the Tigers. Wow, that was done. That was well done.
That's the first thing I've seen Derek Ogbede do that he looked comfortable doing. The little give and go there with Rashawn on the baseline. He looked comfortable doing that.
Well, let's keep doing it. If they're going to give it to us, or we're going to make them give it to us, let's do it. Hammonds at the foul line. The foul was on Shelton Mitchell. Harris and Toppin. That's our 5 on the floor right now. Tigers inbound. Left baseline. Mitchell shovels it in left corner to Marquise Reed. 6'3" transfer guard from Robert Morris. He works against Rashawn Hammonds. Fadeaway 2 on the left side. Good. He dribbled it out, and then he did a little fadeaway and hangs the net.
Just a very pretty move.
A 1 for 5 from the field. Rebound to the Tigers. Clemson with the ball. Mitchell. Open passing lane, diagonally into the left corner to Amir Sims, who misses a 3. Rebound Crump for the Dogs. Tyree drives, curls on the block. They defend it, and then Crump throws it away. Tried to throw it back out to Harris, and Clemson intercepted the ball with Mitchell, and a drive, one-handed layup good from the right side.
Yeah, they just beat Georgia back down the floor, ran it out, and laid it up.
That's 24-16, 8-point Tiger lead. The foul was on Amir Sims, his second for the Tigers, 6'7" sophomore forward. And Sims comes out of the ball game, and Hunter Tyson, 6'8" freshman from Monroe, North Carolina, into the game for the Tigers. Turtle, floater in the lane, right edge, good from 6 feet. Turtle with his first points of the contest, and it's 24-18. Tigers by 6, they've got the ball. Shelton Mitchell into the front court, met there by Turtle Jackson. Lob pass over to Reed. Left-hand dribble through the lane. Step back 2. Fadeaway good. Oh, that was nice. Fagan's got it. Top of the key. Going to drive around the defender. Lost the handle on the ball as he tried to cut to the basket. Clemson picks up the bouncing ball. They take it into the front court with Mitchell. Mitchell curls around high on the right wing. 4:43-42. Clock ticking. First half. Clemson 26. Georgia 19. Tigers have the ball. Tyson over on the left wing. They're trying to get it to Reed, and Hightower's just shadowing him all over the floor. Mitchell's going to pull up for a 2. That's no good. Reed got the rebound on the miss, and a reverse layup uncontested for Marquise Reed.
Deshaun just didn't block him out on the baseline. He came right down the baseline, underneath, took the rebound, laid it back up.
Boy, we did everything we wanted to on that defensive series. They missed the shot, but we didn't block out on the rebound. For over 17 years, and is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. Dogs have the ball, down 9, largest deficit of the half. Turtle Jackson drives, drops it off to Claxton inside, threw it away. Clemson with the basketball. Mitchell down the middle of the floor, kick out to Reed on the right wing. To the trailer, Thomas now, the big man, attacks, throws it up around the rim, good. Running layup for big Elijah Thomas. He's got 8 points, and the lead grows to double digits for the first time.
It was offensive.
Well, who was it that hit the rim?
It was goaltending. I think it was Claxton or something.
Okay, I thought it was Reed that grabbed the rim, but it was our guy. Okay. So the Tigers got the points, and Georgia now has the ball, but we're down 13. It's 32-19, getting late in the half, 2:30 to go. Crump with the ball, drives right by Reed, down the lane, cross to Ogbede, flies down the left baseline and jams it with 2 hands as the net hangs up again. Derek Ogbede with a 2-handed flush. We need more of that, I tell you what.
Yeah, give Tyree credit. He beat his man badly, and when the defender left Derek to come over, it left Derek wide open, and Tyree got him the ball for the flush.
Yeah, Crump just blew right by Reed. Ignas Sargunas in the ball game for Georgia. Woolridge, Crump, Ogbede, Claxton, that's our 5. Reed drives to the free throw line. Turnaround spin, 14.5-footer off the rim a couple of times, no good. Claxton the rebound. Dogs hustle up right to left. 3-ball, Crump good straight away. Tyree for 3.
That helps.
He's got 8, that's his second. 32-24, we chew into the lead a little bit. Minute 52, minute 51 to go. 6. Less than a minute to play in the half. Tigers with the ball. Reed runs without it, takes a pass from Mitchell on the left wing. Marquise Reed puts it on the floor, drives, throws up a right-hand floater, good, slashing through the lane. Against that guy, 6'9" and 245, he doesn't move easily.
Wow.
They fire it inside to Reed. Reed slashing through the lane, takes the pass from the wing and lays it up from the right edge. Into Claxton, left wing to Scara, his 3, nicks the near side of the iron, rebound down to Nicholas.
Great defense from Victorian.
Big Clax up the floor, right edge of the lane, feeds Woolridge. Will he get the candy? Yes, he does. Driving layup on the right baseline, just as you mentioned his name.
Yeah, that rewards him for the great D played on the other end.
Backs it out now. Claxton's on him at the top of the key. Dribbles through the legs low. Crossover, doesn't get Claxton to shake, but he puts it long, fadeaway 2 up over big Nicholas Claxton. That was a terrific shot.
Yes, indeed. Just give him credit for that. Normally, he's not going to make that over Nicholas Claxton.
39-29. Reed has 17 points now. Here's Fagan down the lane, driving the finger roll layup. Good. The defense got there too late for Fagan as he explodes down the lane. 5 for the freshman now, 39-31. Tigers by 8 with the ball. Scara top of the key to Sims. He shoves it with one hand over to the Reed on the right side. He's guarded by Crump. Into Thomas, tries to back down Ngumeze. Monze doesn't move, so he just does a spin move on the baseline, and a jump hook is good.
We saw that in the first half when we put in Ngumeze to guard Thomas. He just backed him down, spun around, and put it in. Same thing there.
43-31, 12-point Tiger lead. Woolridge with the ball for Georgia. Drives from the right edge, running bank shot, good. Etorian attack, got in real close and scored on the running layup attempt. He's got 4 in the ball. Here's Sims along the right baseline after the entry, drives and shoots against Woolridge and scores. Sims with his first field goal of the afternoon. Clemson kept the ball, the shot clock ticking down at 6. Mitchell hits a 3 from the top of the key. Now would have taken the 2 instead of the 3. Eric Ogbede with a running layup, 48-35. Clemson attacks on the other end with Scara. He hooks one up at short range in the paint on the right side of the rim.
That was a pretty move and a nice shot. Very nice kiss off the glass.
50-35 Tigers. Dogs haven't been able to make a run against these guys today. Haven't been shooting it well enough to make a run. Fagan, left elbow to Ogbede, works against White, drives, scores on a running layup again, slaps the floor after he gets the whistle. A foul called on the Tigers.
Well, now
Derek
this
pumped up, ready to go.
This is more like the Derek Ogbede that we've grown to know and love.
He's jacked after that. All right.
Points.
Here's Crump across the top of the key on the right wing. Goes back to Woolridge. Back to Crump. Ball touched by Mitchell. Deflected, but Georgia gets it back. And Hammond's now going to hit a 3 from the left wing after the pass from Crump. That's a 3-pointer brought to you by Scana Energy. And Rayshawn Hammonds with his first one of the afternoon. 31 yesterday. He's got 5 today. It's 50-40. The John Gray Gymnasium in the Cayman Islands. Mitchell, slow dribble, overhead lob pass to Reed. Catch, shoot, 3, no good, off the rim. Look at Sims hustling for a rebound to keep it alive for the Tigers. Thomas, top of the key, no look to Scar. He drives and dunks and hangs on the rim for a second or two to make sure nobody's under him. Dogs with a quick inbound. Harris through the lane over to Hightower. It's 52-40, 12-point Tiger lead. One dribble across left side of the floor to Harris. He gives it to Hightower, dribbles it up on the left wing. Crump wants it and takes the pass from Hightower. Feeds Harris. 5 on the shot clock. Hightower tries to drive, backs away. Now he drives again. Oh, a beautiful pass to Hammonds. He puts it up and in. A beautiful hook pass across his body by Hightower to his left to Hammonds on the block. He got the bounce off the iron and the ball fell through good. 7 points for Rayshawn. 52-42. Back to a 10-point deficit for the Dogs. Tigers Reed. Had it knocked away by Harris. Clemson picks it up, fires a 3 from the left side. Sims won't go. They get an offensive rebound, and Reed will put it up and in.
They had 3 orange jerseys just screening Georgia out off of their offensive board.
Nothing on 2 possessions, and have led by double digits for most of the second half here. Shot blocked by Thomas on a drive by Hightower. Tigers off and running to our left. Here's Mitchell attacking from the left side, forces his way in, scores on a layup, a whistle, and a foul. Foul's going to be on Jordan Harris for a push. That's his first 42, 5:15 to play here this afternoon. Winner to the championship game. The loser in the consolation third and fourth place game will play at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Scoop shot Mitchell right down the lane. Boy, Tom Crean didn't like that. He calls a timeout. Clemson trying to nail down their 5th consecutive win to start the season. And they're 17 points ahead of the Dogs right now, 59-42. Head fake by Mitchell, doesn't shoot. Clock under 10. Now it's at 7, still dribbling. Now he'll shoot and throw up an air ball. Yikes. Brad Brunell didn't like that.
Dogs have done a good job defensively.
Dogs with the ball. Jackson feeds it into Ogbede, puts it down low. Reverse lay-in good from the left side for Big Derek. Beautiful entry pass by Turtle Jackson, the senior from Athens. His first of the day. 59-46, Tigers.
Whoa!
Throw it in the
over and back.
They throw it. A 10-second count is what Groover called.
Well, it was over and back.
Yeah, they had a player on the far side of the floor in the front court, and he threw it into the back court on the near side. And then John Higgins called a 10 count from the baseline to our left.
Well, so we had our choice. Bottom line is it's a turnover for Clemson.
Well, what should happen is we should get it on the over and back, and then the next possession we should get it on the 10-second count.
I like your way of thinking,
so we get 2
Scott
straight
Howard.
possessions. Make it, take it. Come on. 59-46. Dogs down 13. Not a lot of time to make up 13 points. 3:33 to go. Fagan holds the ball. Finds Ogbede at the foul line. Big man puts it on the floor for one dribble. Thomas is all over him to Fagan, cutting towards the ball. Ball is loose on the wing. Rolling to Jackson. Turtle picks it up. Clemson's defense just scrambling all over the place. We throw it into Ogbede, left of the lane, 7 seconds to shoot. Force it up and in, good. Bank shot from the left side. Ogbede with 11 points now. First player in double figures for the Dogs. We're down 11. Pressure defense in the backcourt by Georgia. Clemson with a pass into the front court to beat the press. Reed holds it high on the left wing now for the Tigers. 15 on the shot clock for Clemson. Scara pulls it away from Turtle on the left wing. He goes to big Elijah Thomas. He hands it off to Mitchell. Shelton Mitchell, overhead pass to Simpson. Lost it out of bounds. He looked away, and the ball went right through his hands out of bounds on the side court. We're down 11 with 2:49 to go.
And Georgia's doing an excellent job. Listen, they've been doing, like I said, a good job defensively the entire game, but now they're doing a much better job defensively.
Fagan, no look, throws it to Ogbede. Clemson takes it away, and Mitchell's going to drive and lay it up, but they blow the play dead. There was a foul on the floor before the shot on
Freshman
Fagan.
Error, and he's coming out. That was just a freshman mistake, if ever there was one.
Ty throws a lot of his passes no-look style, and that was one of them, and Derek didn't handle it, and Clemson may have gotten a deflection on it as well. They took the ball away. Dogs substitute. We get Harris in the ball game. Ignas, Sargunas, and Hammonds. Claxton and Crump stay on the floor. Clemson with the ball and a foul. No, he stepped out of. Did he step out of bounds, or they call an offensive foul?
No, he stepped out of bounds over on the far side.
Well, there's a lot of bodies to see on that far side of the floor. Clemson turned it over, stepping out. Again, there are a lot of lines on this court here too. It's kind of hard to keep up with. There's lines all over the place, as we were saying yesterday. Crump has it knocked away on the dribble. Rolls out, touched out by Marquise Reed on near side. 59-48. Tigers by 11. 2:28 to go. Ignas Sargunas will enter the ball for Georgia in front court near sideline. Fires it into Claxton. He'll hand it back to Sargunas, the 6'5 freshman guard from Lithuania. Back and forth across the top of the key. Got screens from Crump and Claxton. Now Tyree flashes out, top of the key, 11 to shoot. Hammonds feeds it inside. Claxton draws a crowd and a foul. Quick foul. Whistle blown by Ron Groover. And they're going to get a foul on Scara, the 6'8 forward for Clemson. And Scara with his first foul of the afternoon. 59-48 again, our score. Tigers by 11, 2:13 to go now. Dogs throw in the ball. Jordan Harris to Crump in front court, 20 on the shot clock. Tyree with a slow dribble. Crump, the junior from Bainbridge, drives. They call a block on Clemson. The big man tried to take a charge, but Elijah Thomas hit the floor for nothing. He got called for the blocking foul, his third. And they'll have to do some mopping after the big guy took a skid.
Yeah, Tyree can shoot some free throws while the clock is stopped. And right now, that's about the only thing we have going for us, is being able to score here while there's no time running.
Crump had 8 in the first half, nothing in the second half. going to the line for the first time this afternoon when they get the floor mopped up there. And Tyree, 10 of 11 this season from the free throw line, 91%.
An opportunity to be our first guy into double digits here.
Well, Ogbede got in there with 11.
He's got in there now?
After his last basket.
Yeah.
Tyree at the line. Free throw in the air, good. Crump with 9. And it's a 10-point game. We can get it back into single digits here with 2 minutes and change to play. 59-49. Tigers have led all day. Georgia trying to fight back and claw here late in the ball game. Second free throw, rims out, no good. Only the second miss of the year for Crump. Stays at 10 with 2:03 to go. Dogs coaching staff urging Georgia to come up and trap at half court. They do, but Tigers able to get a jump pass on the near side to Mitchell as their guards play catch back and forth. They're spreading us out now here in the front court. 1:45 to go in the game, 59-49 Tigers.
Tigers have not been good late in the clock.
6 seconds in the clock. Reed's got the ball. Crossover dribble. And, a reach-in foul with 1 second on the shot clock on Georgia. Oh, my goodness.
Good call.
It's going to be 1-1 for the Tigers as the reach-in foul was called on Rayshawn Hammonds, his fourth. And it puts Reed on the line. Outstanding, terrific, marvelous free throw shooter, 93%. 14 of 15 on the year. And he makes his first attempt of the afternoon. He's got 20 in the game. Marquise Reed out of Robert Morris, transferred to Clemson. He's from Landover, Maryland. Preseason all-conference pick, second team in the ACC.
Wow.
Second free throw, rattles out. Well, Crump missed one, and now he missed one. They're both very good free throw shooters.
Man bites dog.
Dogs get the rebound. It's 60-49. And check a whistle in the front court. And we may have a clock malfunction again. Pat Adams, John Higgins will go to the scorer's table and check the clock, and we'll tell you that Barbasol is offering you a chance to score big. When you join the new Barbasol Shave Club, grab your premium starter kit for just $6.99 today with code BASKETBALL at Barbasol.com. Game on. Dogs are huddling with 91 seconds to go. We're down 11.
Pat Adams wants him out of the huddle. Yeah,
All right, now we're going to play. Crump's going to inbound just inside the half-court line. Tyree fires it into Nicholas Claxton in the backcourt. Back to Crump. Now Sargunas flashes out front, top of the key. Go to Jordan Harris, 19 to shoot. Harris drives, floater, off the rim, no good. Reed with the rebound. He covers it up. He wants us to foul, and Claxton finally does. He was just standing there under the basket, cradling the basketball after he got the rebound and waiting for somebody in white to come foul him. So Big Clax commits his first foul, and that'll put Marquise Reed on the line for the 1-1 for Clemson as they start to try to nail this one down with 1:16 to play, and the guys in orange up 11. Free throw number one is good. Brad Brownell coaching his big man Thomas for a moment. Clemson announced the signing of their new head coach to a 6-year, $15 million deal recently. He'll be the head coach through 2024 in men's basketball, barring some sort of a change, but he's got the contract.
We can cancel the benefits that we had scheduled for him.
62-49. Clemson with the lead. Dogs with the ball. 63 seconds to go. Crump crossover dribble, lost the handle with the left hand, chases it down. Now it's Harris, drives in from the left side, floater with the left hand around the rim and out, no good. He got right at the rim.
Kind of been the story of the day for us.
Yeah, we haven't been able to make any of those shots, or very few of them. And now Clemson, after the rebound on the miss, fouled in the front court. That'll stop the clock with 50.9 to go and put the Tigers back on the line. Going to be another 1-1 for Clemson. There's Reed back at the line to shoot for the Tigers. 62-49, Clemson leads. Free throw is good by Reed. Reed with 22 points, make it 23 points, excuse me. Now he's got 24 as he hits both free throws. 64-49. Tigers in front. They've led all day. Dogs with the ball. 42 seconds to go in the contest. Claxton works, crossover, head fake, drives into Sims, spins on the block, double team there, steps through the defense, over to Crump, left wing three, rattles out, no good. Thomas, the rebound, drops it off to Reed. Harris trying to foul him. They don't call it yet. Now he'll guard him. 25 seconds to go. 23 on the shot clock. A little bit of a difference there. Clemson will spin away from Harris. Reed to the foul line, throws it back. They'll work the clock down. 14 seconds to go, 12 seconds to go. Tom Crean said don't foul him. Mitchell, cross court, wide open. Reed, we chase after him, throws it into the corner to Thomas, to Sims, back to Thomas. Shot clock violation with a second to go. That's not the ball game yet. Coaches are already shaking hands. There's 9/10 of a second left. Just throw it inbounds and then the game is done. And Clemson is going to win it today. 64-49. Now we're a final as they inbound the basketball. And that's the ball game. Dogs struggled with their offense today, and we lose to number 16 Clemson, 64-49. So the Bulldogs will drop into the consolation bracket on the winner's side of the tournament here in the Grand Cayman Islands, and we'll play at 5 o'clock tomorrow against the loser of the Georgia State Creighton contest. We'll be on the air with you at 4:35 tomorrow afternoon for the conclusion of Georgia in the Cayman Islands Classic. So a tough afternoon in this one against a good Clemson team, Chuck.
Yeah, we got off to a poor start and we never recovered, Scott. We, did not shoot the ball well at all early on. And then when we did start to shoot it a little bit better, Clemson had answers for us, and give them credit. Look, they played a good basketball game. They're a talented team. There's a reason that they're 5-0 now, ranked 16th in the country. But I still think Georgia, given the kind of game Georgia's capable of playing like they did yesterday, I think Georgia's capable of playing with Clemson.
Well, Reed had 24, their guard, to lead the way in scoring. They had 3 players in double figures today. Georgia only had 1 player in double figure, as our leading scorer was Derek Ogbede with 11, and it was just a extremely difficult afternoon shooting the basketball. Less than 40%. Dogs finished 19 of 50, and we had 17 turnovers in the ball game and didn't rebound the basketball very well either. So all of that combines for a 15-point loss here in the Cayman Islands. Dogs lose it to Clemson 64-49. Our post-game coverage is straight ahead. Our locker room report brought to you by Regions and Aaron's. Regions is helping Bulldog fans take their next step. We've awarded nearly $1 million in scholarships and hosted over 100,000 financial education workshops. Got a goal? Get a game plan at regions.com/nextstep. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Locker room report also brought to you by Aaron's, lease to own top brands in furniture, electronics, and appliances with no credit needed at Aaron's. Our final 64-49. Clemson defeats Georgia today in the Caymans. We're back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Dogs do the improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas and go wire to win the SEC tournament.